I'm Dr. Alan Unruh, and I have an optimistic message in my new book, The Politically Incorrect Book of Humor: Why It's Better to Be Right Than Politically Correct. It has over 2,500 jabs on over 150 categories. I'm optimistic because I believe it's better to light one candle than curse the darkness. A candle loses nothing by lighting another candle. In this book, we're going to share principles about life and politics on over 150 subjects using humor. It's what I call edutainment. Why not entertain while we educate? For instance, principle number 1, never argue with your wife if she's tired or rested. There's 2 theories on how to argue with a woman, and neither of them work. We'll never win the war on women because half the country keeps sleeping with the enemy. Research has now revealed that the weaker sex is actually the stronger sex because the weakness of the stronger sex is the weaker sex. Now that's got enough double talk to be a government bulletin. If a man had horse sense, his wife wouldn't have to be a nag. If a man was a self-starter, his wife wouldn't have to be a crank. It's important to put everything in life in perspective. When you communicate, it's how you say things that make all the difference. In other words, tell your wife she looks like a fresh breath of spring, not the end of a cold, hard winter. It's the same thing, but one with finesse. A woman said to Yogi Berra once, "You're looking pretty cool today." He said, "You don't look so hot yourself." See, same thing. See, I told my son to tell his girlfriend, "When I look at you, time stands still." That's better than saying you got a face that can stop a clock. See, we're going to share jabs about economics. My youngest son once said, "Dad, I need $50. I said, "All I have is 40. He said, "You can owe me 10. It used to be give me liberty or give me death. Today it's just gimme. I told him the only place success comes before work is in a dictionary. If someone figured out a way to sit on your butt and slide uphill, we'd all be successful. But the rest of us have to work." He developed a lazy eye and the disease spread to the rest of his body. He wanted to get a job working for Lazy Boy, trying out their chairs. I said, "Well, if you're successful, maybe you could get a job working for the post office." They checked postal workers for drugs, and the only one they couldn't find was speed. Millions of people heard work never killed anyone, but they don't want to take a chance on being the first victim. One of our biggest challenges we have is too many people who work for a living are being outnumbered by those who vote for a living. Today we have wall-to-wall welfare and back-to-wall taxpayers. We have 94 million people not working, and that doesn't even count the number who have jobs who aren't working. Success is kind of like milking cows. You have to put up with a lot of crap. The president said his greatest that he created many small businesses. The problem is they were previously big business. He said he's created millions of jobs. The bad news is they're all in China and Mexico. You're going to enjoy this book and give it to your friends and neighbors and employees and employers, people who feel like you do, on how to communicate the conservative message. Go to MakeAmericaLaughAgain.com. Thank you.